It is becoming too much now. I think many guys will be on the TikTok while waiting for my return, because my life has been blocked, because there are white people reporting my TikTok account, all of them, white people have been reporting my TikTok account, and that's why I leave TikTok live right now. And I think many people will have been there in TikTok waiting for me to come back, because I was speaking something that white people are not happy with it, and they report my TikTok. But I think by the grace of God we will come back again, because the only way you can stop PANDI is to kill PANDI. But you can stop PANDI fighting for Africa. And you can't stop PANDI telling you, the white people, the truth. You are wicked and you are heartless on Africans, while Africans were loving you. My TikTok live was banned, immediately, because there are white people watching. Even since yesterday I was doing live, there are white people watching me who were reporting my live TikTok. So I didn't mind, and since yesterday they have been reporting my live, and they were unable to success to report my life to the extent to block it. But today they were successful to block my life, because they have been reporting my life randomly, white people who were there, because they are angry when they see a black man coming out to tell them the truth, to tell them who they are. But they think they are the only peoples who have the right to tell black peoples who they are. But black peoples don't have the right to tell white peoples who they are. You cannot stop PANDI, white peoples. The only way you can stop PANDI is to kill me. Let me go away. But if you think by reporting my accounts everywhere, by reporting me all the way, anywhere you like, it can't stop PANDI. The only way you can stop PANDI fighting for Africa, take it. White peoples, the only way you can stop me is to take me out of life. I swear to the Holy Quran, the only way you can stop PANDI fighting for Africa. That is the only way. Without that, you can't stop me. You can't. Even your prime ministers, your presidents can't stop me. That is the fact. And I will always tell you, white people, who you are. Who the hell are you people to tell Africans who they are? You call Africans criminals. You like to describe Africans in a bad way, but you don't want Africans to describe you in a right way, who you are. They get angry when they see a black man describing them, but they are happy when they are describing black people as criminals, as terrorists. But they are angry when they see a black man to describe them who they are. You can never stop me. It is not possible to stop me. The only way it is possible to stop PANDI is to take me out of life. Do it. That is the only way. But to stop me, to tell you that you people are rubbish and you people are wicked, heartless, that fact I'm going to say it each and every day. To make Africans to become racist, to make Africans to hate you white peoples, because you have been there destroying Africans for so long, when Africans have been there showing you love. And that, I say, is enough. I don't want to see any African loving white peoples in Africa. Racist them the way they racist your peoples in their countries. Show them that we don't want them in Africa when they stand and say they don't want black people in Europe. Who speak to you? You say because you don't want black people in Europe because black people are criminals, black people are terrorists. You label black people with all sorts kind of bad names. But you don't want black people to tell you that you white people are racist, you white people are wicked. Even when you were in Africa, when you go to Africa, Africans were loving you. Africans were being with you, loving you with all their hearts. That's what you don't want me to say. You don't want me to tell Africans who are living in Africa loving you. You don't want me to turn their mindset. Their mindset must be turned. That's why I am here. That's why they have PANDI. To tell Africans who white people are, so that Africans will not be loving you anymore, because it's too much now, it's enough. I think Africans should be the one. Africans should be the one in an angry mood, because what you have done to our great-grandfathers, we should be the one hating you people right now. But Africans were busy loving you. You were busy stealing from Africans, killing them, destroying them, making wars in their countries, putting them to kill each other each and every day. And you don't want to see an African who will stand and tell you who you are. But you people like to sit in your medias, in your nonsense medias, and speak nonsense out from your mouth to tell Africans to say that you don't want Africans in Europe because they are criminals. You want to stop migration because Africans who are coming here, they are destroying Europe. When you have been in Africa, destroying Africa for so long, Africans have never said anything. Africans were quiet. We know you were in Africa. Nobody chased you away from Africa, and you people have been there destroying Africa. Now you said you want to stop migration. To the extent European Union is paying Tunis government to keep up any boat that they see in the sea crossing to come to Europe. You can't stop migration. This is what you people wouldn't want to hear. But that's the fact. You can't stop migration when you join together to kill Mohammed Gaddafi, because you people have been owing Mohammed Gaddafi a lot of money, and you all were happy to join together to kill Mohammed Gaddafi. But now you don't want to see the truth. You don't want to accept the truth that before you kill Mohammed Gaddafi, he make it very clear that you will kill me, but Europe will become the second home of black peoples. You were thinking he is fool. Because of the money you were owing Mohammed Gaddafi, you don't want to pay him that money, and you were happy to join together. France, Italy, America, UK, you were all happy to join together to kill Mohammed Gaddafi because you were owing Mohammed Gaddafi a huge amount of money. That you were afraid if Mohammed Gaddafi still live, he will ask you of his money. You were happy to join together and kill Mohammed Gaddafi. Now you want to stop that migration. Migration can never be stopped. It can never stop. And we will support migration. Africans will migrate. When you, the Europeans, migrate to go to Africa and go to Sierra Leone, when you were dying by malaria, you will migrate and go to Africa. Nobody stop you. When you, the Europeans, were taking boat, going to Africa to steal our natural resources, and still you are doing the same thing, Africans were never stopping you. Why are you stopping Africans who are coming peacefully to work for you in your Europe, to work hard and make money and go back home? Africans are not here to steal from you. You are afraid because you think you know what you did to Africans. You were afraid that if Africans are too much in your continent, they are going to pay back. No, we don't come here to pay back. When we want to pay back, we will pay back for so long. So you people know what you did to Africans. So you were afraid now that Africans are waking up, and the way they are coming to too much in Europe, they can pay back. That's what your mind is giving them. Their mind is giving them. They are afraid that black people are going to pay back. Because this is the same way they also migrated to Africa for so long, for a very long time. They know. So they are seeing the same thing is happening right now. Africans are migrating. And they are afraid that this is the same thing what we did to them. And hope their own also is not going to be like this. So now they are trying to stop it because they are so much afraid that black people are going to pay back. They are so much afraid black people are going to pay back. They know what they did to you, the Africans. And they already know that Africans are now waking up with one voice. So this is making them afraid to stop the migration. Because the same way we Africans are migrating to Europe today, there was a day in 1850s Europeans were migrating to Africa like this. The same way. They were sacrificing, a lot of them die in the sea just to migrate to go to Africa to find a good medication for their sickness called malaria. And steal from us, and kill us, and destroy us in Africa. So they don't want nobody, no black man to stand and describe them. They don't want no black man to stand and tell Africans who white people are. I live among white peoples. I will not lie to my fellow black Africans. I want them to understand one thing. I want them to know how to become racist. I want them to know how to become wicked to white peoples. Stop loving peoples who hate you, who are ready to destroy you each and every day. Why are you busy loving them? This is why they hate me. Because they know I want Africans to be like them. And I want Africans to be like me. To be racist. We have to be racist like them. We have to be wicked like them. We have to be wicked. When we see white people, we pity them in Africa. When we see you white people in Africa, it's not like Africans don't have the power to resist you. It's not like Africans are afraid of you, the white people. We are not afraid of you. We pity you. When we see you in Africa, we love you. We cherish you. We care about you people. We try to protect you people. We make sure that nothing happens to you people in Africa. You live your weekend, your trip in Africa in a happy life. But we are not afraid. We are not afraid. It's not like we are afraid to pay back. No, if we want to pay back, we will pay back for a very long time. That's why they are afraid if Africa have one leader who is becoming a good leader, fighting for his people, who knows what happened to his forefathers before, they try to call that leader a dictator and try to make African citizens to see that leader as a dictator, as a murderer, as a bad leader. But any leader that becomes stupid as they want, they try to call that leader as the good leader, as the better leader. Look at all the leaders in Africa right now, associating with white people everywhere, joining every association of white peoples. Why are you African leaders joining the association of white peoples? Peoples who kill your great-grandfathers, people who murder you, people who are still killing your peoples in Europe, in America, in UK, and you are still associating with them. What the hell is happening to our African leaders? Why can't they think? Why are they believing that without white people, Africa cannot go forward? While it is not like that. Without Africa, white people cannot go. They survive through your natural resources. They survive through your natural resources. My TikTok live has been banned. They reported, white people. Because I have been dealing with them since yesterday. And some of them were calling me yesterday after my live. They took my number from TikTok and started calling me. Oh, you know, my brother, what you are saying the fact, but it's not all white people. You know, as me, I have been fighting for this racism. You have been fighting for which racism? Don't try. No white man should call me. This is what I make it very clear. No white man should call me trying to make me believe that, oh, you are different from other white people. You are all the same. You are all wicked and heartless and racist to black peoples. But you want me to believe that you are different. You are calling me. Oh, you know, my brother, I know, you know, Africans are very generous, but, you know, what you are saying is true, but we have been, you know, me and my peoples, you know, we form, you know, this, that, we are trying to stop this because some of our peoples are racist, we know, some of our people are disturbing you people. You are among. None of you love Africa. You just want to make yourself like you are not among. Don't call me to clear yourself. Call your people and tell them to stop the wickedness on black peoples. That's what you should do. Don't call me. Am I your president? Am I your prime minister? That American boy who called me yesterday, why are you calling me? Am I Joe Biden? Call Joe Biden to tell him to stop the rubbish that he is wasting to Africa. Don't call me. You don't need to call me. You are an American citizen, so if truly you want to stop that bullshit on black peoples and you are a white man, you want to make yourself clear, then let me see you make an association and against Joe Biden in America there. Because you know, George Floyd died in America there. Where were you white peoples? George Floyd have been murdered. Many black Africans have been killed in America there. Nothing happened about it. The person who murdered George Floyd in cold blood, that person is still walking free in America. What do you Americans do about it? But if the same way George Floyd was killed, if the same way another white man was killed by a black man, you will see that that black man will now be in prison in a hard labor in America. In a very hard labor. But because he's a black man and white man did that rubbish, nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of it. Nothing. How many black people just commit little crime, still they are in prison? In Europe, in America, in the UK, black people will just steal, maybe it's just small thing, or just do some small error. They will put them in prison for 20 years, for 30 years. Just small error. But white people are killing black people. Those white people are working freely. They cannot even spend 1 year in prison. But black people are committing just little error. Maybe you meet black man with little error. You lock him up for 30 years because he's a black man. Because black people don't have a leader who will stand for them. Because leaders of black peoples are always in their interest of making money. They don't even know what they are doing. I wonder why those stupid peoples become leader in Africa. I wonder why we choose those idiots to become leader. How can you make a hungry man a leader? Just because they have 2 or 3 people or just because they work with white people. Don't employ anybody to become your president in Africa who always work with white people. Employ peoples who always hate white peoples. Employ people to become your leader in Africa who hate white peoples, who will try to deal with white peoples. Employ peoples who will tell you that white people are wicked, white people are heartless, they should be stopped. Don't employ people who will tell you that we want to make, we want to make business with white people, we want to do this, we want to make road, we want to do this, we want to build hospitals. If any politician tell you that he is ready to associate with white people, all those money he is using to build schools, build roads, construct roads, all those money is coming from white people, and he will give the country resources to the white peoples. And white people are not ready to be described as a thief. They are not ready to be described by black man as a criminal. They are not ready to be described by black man as a terrorist. But they always like to describe black man all these names. But they are not ready to be described with the same name that they are describing black people. Who the hell are white people? If they have the right to describe black people, it is not violating any rule. But if a black man came out to describe white people, they say you are violating the rules. Which rule are we violating? It's only a black man that violates rule. White people, they don't violate. They are very perfect. Very idiot peoples. Very idiot peoples. You think you can stand and insult the whole African, do rubbish to the African people. You are not violating the rule. But when one African wake up to defend himself, that African is violating the rule. For an African black man to defend himself, you are violating the rule. But for a white man to wake up and fight for his right, or insult the whole Africa, or do rubbish to Africa, he is doing right thing. He is not violating. White people are doing rubbish and they are not violating. But black man to wake up and stand for himself, that is, he is violating. This is where they make us feel afraid that no black man is ready to fight for themselves. Because when you wake up to fight for Africa, they say you are violating. You will be locked up. You will be this. You are violating rules. What rule are we violating? We have to describe you people who you people are. We have to describe you. When you have the right to describe black people and you say black people don't have the right to describe white people, that is a lie. Except me, PANDI, MAICA, I will describe white people who they are. They are thieves, they are criminals, they are terrorists. These people are the most biggest thieves in the world who should be in World Criminal Court CC. The Bible said the devil is here to steal, kill, and destroy. So who is stealing and killing and destroying? That is white people. So who is the devil? Who is the devil in this world? God says, I put you in the planet and there are human beings living with you there in devil form, in human form, but they are devils. There are people living among you, they are living in like human beings, but they are devils. Devils are living among you in human form. And who are those devils? Who are those people living in human form? Who are those devils? White peoples. Make it very clear. I describe them very well. Because I know who they are, I live among them, and I know who they are, and I know what they do. But they don't want to be described by a black man. Never. They feel that as, oh, how can a black man describe us like this? Because black man should always be a slave. While black man, as a black man, I want Africans, please share this video to reach to many Africans. Let them learn, let them feel proud of themselves. For whatever I'm going to say here. I'm going to say something here that is going to make many black people to feel proud of themselves. Never to look down on themselves anymore because they are black. You are going to feel proud because you are a black. Right? Black people are the first people in this planet. When God created the planet, for the first 10 years or for the first 100 years, black people are the only people living in the planet. There is no white. In everything, there must be a little bit competition. God see it as there must be a little bit competition. And God created white people from black peoples. White people are from black peoples. Because they don't exist before. They are last people to exist in this planet. God removed them from black peoples. White people came out from black peoples. Without we, they can't come out. We bring them out on the planet. So we are their fathers and their mothers. That's why mostly I tell many white people, if you hate black people, you hate your mother and your father. If you resist black people, you resist your mother and your father, because black people are your mothers and your fathers, because God removed you from them. You came out from them. Without them, you can never exist in this planet. They are the first people. Black people are the first people to exist in this planet. They are the first people. Black people. You people are the first people to exist in this planet. After white people. And white people came out from black. That's why black color is the color that can never be bleached. Nobody have ever tell you that I bleach to become black. Who did it in this planet? Nobody can ever bleach to become black. It's the first color in this planet. Nobody. God give power to this color. And God makes sure that this color will never be photocopied. White color can be photocopied. We see many black Africans bleaching to become white. Africans are bleaching to become white. But which white man or which white peoples become black, to bleach to become black? If they can do it, they will do it since. They are machines. Their technology can never bring that. It can never be possible. You will never see a technology machine that can bleach white people to become black. But there are machines that exist. There are oils, creams that exist to bleach from black to white. It's only black man who can bleach to become white. But white man can never bleach to become black. Because black color can never be photocopied. Because it's the premium color in this planet. In this earth. White people have never existed before. This is why always I want black people to be proud of themselves. Never to feel so ashamed of because they are black. This color is something that can never be photocopied. You are seeing the racism on black people is becoming too much. It's not because they hate you only. It's because you have something that they are willing to have, but they can't get it. You have something that they are willing to have. Your strongness, you are more stronger than them. You are more healthy than them. I tell Africans this many times, for Africans to feel proud of their black color. For Africans to feel proud of their black color. You are more healthier than them. I tell you, in Africa, you will see people living for full 1 year without going to hospital. There is no white man who can live just 2 days without drinking medicine or going to hospital for checkup. There is no white man or white woman who can live. I live in Europe. I know them so much. Every white man or a white woman you see walking around on the street, when you check his bag or you check inside his wallet, his or her wallet, you will meet medicine there that he can't go without that medicine. They have to survive with medicine. Without medicine, they can't survive. Without medication, hospital, they can't survive. Africans are surviving. We have some areas in Africa, no hospital. They are still surviving for 100 years. Africans, it's only a black man who can survive without hospital, without medicine. It's only black man who can survive without medicine, without hospital. So they jealous you with all that because you are more stronger than them. You are more healthier than them. This is making them to jealous you. And your land have something that God never give them because it is the first land of the planet. That Africa you are seeing, it is the first land, and everything you are seeing in Europe, America, UK, China, it all came out from there. Everything they created today was with you people before, with you the Africans. Everything they have today was from you the Africans. It is the first planet. It is the first earth that people sit on. You should believe that you are the first people. Black people are the first people in this earth. When God bring you directly to a place where there are many things. God give you many things on the soil to survive with it, to use it and survive with it. Then when God bring out white people from black people, white people refuse to stay with black. They want to form their own path. That's why they jump over sea and come and sit in over the sea. That's why sometimes we call them overseas. I want to go overseas. Because they cross the sea to build up their own art. Because they don't want to be with black people. They started this racism for a very long time. They came out from us. They were staying with us. In that African continent you are seeing, we born them there. White people were born in that African continent. They tried to separate from us because they were seeing themselves as better people because they have the white color. So they tried to come over the sea. They cross the sea to come over the sea and build up their things. So they have nothing. Africans who stay in Africa have everything. The only white people who resist to stay with us and manage with us were Arabs. Arabs. Why that even happened? Because there were some messengers from God who were leading. That's why that happened. If not, even Arabs will not be there in Africa. But they managed to stay there because there were some messengers of God who came out from them and trying to make things right. But I tell you, this is the main reason. And Africa have everything. So when they see that they came to oversee, white people run and came to oversee because they feel like they are better than black people. They can't live with black color. They come out from those black color. It's like your mother gave birth to a child that is white. And when this white grow, this white see the mother as black, see the father as black, and see himself as white. He feel like, oh, I can't stay with black. I have to go and form my own way. So they will run to go. This is how white people run to come to the oversea, to cross the sea, to come to this oversea and build up their own land. When they build up their own land, they have nothing. Africa have golds, diamonds, silvers, but they were trying to improve something to become more better than Africa. That was the time they were trying to improve some mirrors. Mirrors just to see yourself. Mirror. When they create those mirrors, they send to Africa to exchange with African golds. They take diamond from Africans and give them a mirror. Because black people were like, they need technology things. You know, they were hungry of technology things and sending their natural resources, exchanging their natural resources with mirror and with some technology things, you know, some foolish things that are even nothing today. That cannot even benefit their future. So our great-grandfathers were so low of education. And exchanging their good resources, giving it to white people. White people were giving them some mirror just to see themselves. You put the mirror in your house and you see yourself every day. So Africans were very happy with that. So they were giving out their resources in the exchange of mirror to white peoples. This was how everything started. White people were trying to manufacture. When they see Africans doing something, they came here, they came back to their land and tried to manufacture it in some better way and send that to Africa to exchange with African resources. To take African resources and give them that thing. Because even farming materials, Africans were using stick to make farming material. Africans were making stick to make farming material. So they came here, they use it as a metal. They use metal. When they came back to their land, they used metal as a farming tool and sent to Africa so that farming will be easier for Africans. So when Africans see that we are farming with a stick, we are creating farming tools with stick, and they now see metal, they feel so proud. So they were exchanging their things. Watch, empty watch, that's just to look time. They were taking many resources because of watch. When they took watch to Africa, they took millions of our resources. They give one watch. They will just took one watch and give to some king or in some kingdom and take to the head of this kingdom, the king, give him this watch, and the king will give them a lot of golds and diamonds. This is how they took all our resources because our forefathers were hungry of technology things. And today, nowadays, we have been realizing so many things. And Africans are now waking up. So they are not happy with that. Because Africans are now feeling like all this technology we don't need. Africans are now focusing on the resources that they have in Africa. Those golds and diamonds, platinum, silver, everything that we have in Africa. So to make you believe that Africa was the first soil where people sit in. And black people were the first people in that place. Do you think if we were not the first people in earth, we will ever have that land called Africa? That land full of natural resources? That land full of gold, diamond, silvers? Do you think if we were not the first people in the earth, will we get that place? We will never get that place. Because we were the first peoples. We were germinated. We were the first people in the earth. And where God put us was the best land, was the most richest soil. That's why God put us there to benefit, use those resources and benefit. We could all be there with white peoples, but when God bring out white from black, white feel like they can't be with black, so they cross the sea to come to oversee to stay there. But now they are not trying to be, what all they did to Africans, Africans were still forgetting those things, Africans are no more thinking like, we have been so much lovely. We were not thinking like, oh, we need to fight back. We need to pay back what they did to our great-grandfathers. We were still loving them in Africa. When they came to Africa, we appreciate them. We thank them. We be with them. We love them. We show them so much love while they are busy there, giving injection to our people, sickness injections, while they will be in Africa. That's why I want this message to reach to many people who are living in Africa, because a lot of people never came to Europe. They never see white people. They never know who white people are. They will be thinking when they see white people in Africa, they run to them. They love them. But these people are devils. Africans, I want Africans to know this. When you see white people in Africa, run away from them. Show them that you people are never loving us. You can never love us. So when they go to Africa, they started smiling with you, the Africans. You believe that they love you. They never love you. They never have love in their heart. They don't know what is love when they meet a black man. They don't know what is love. They don't know what is togetherness. We are the only people who always feel like, oh, we are one. White people are one. When we see white people in Africa, we pity them. Because we see them like homeless peoples. When we see them in Africa. Even their own color, when we just see your color, we see you like, oh, this one, oh, we pity you. Because even your color is so pretty. You people are nothing to us. We pity you. When we see you in Africa, our children will embrace you. Our children will love you. People will come and meet you. Everybody want to see this white man, white person in Africa. When you go to Africa as a white man, you know it. Every black children run to you. They love you. Even children in Africa, because we teach our children how to love everyone. We don't teach our children racism. But you are the white peoples who are busy teaching your children how to hate black peoples. Your children can never run and embrace black man because you teach them since they were young how to hate black peoples. But in Africa, when you, the white people, go to Africa, you see how our children embrace you. You see how our children came closer to you because we teach our children love, peace, and unity. But you people are just busy teaching your children how to hate black people. Well, sometimes when your children saw black people in Europe, they run away because what their mothers and their fathers were telling them in the house, that don't go closer to black people. They are criminals. They kill people. They eat human flesh. So when the children saw a black, they run away. It happened in Europe here. Sometimes when some children saw you, they run away. When they saw you coming out from there, they will run away, take another path. Because their parents were teaching them how to hate you. Their parents were teaching them how to be racist, how to wicked you, how to run away from you, never to go closer to you. Because they tell this story to their children in school, even in their own schools. I remember it when I was in school. The exam, I was with black people in the same classroom. When I passed exam, they took me to another class where there are some black people, some white people. I passed exam again. They took me to some class where I was the only black man there. When I was in this classroom, I was the only black man in that classroom in Europe here. I was the only black man in that classroom. They couldn't teach their children how to hate black peoples because I am there. Because there's a black man sitting there. So they couldn't teach them what they want to teach them. And they now told me that you have to go back. I told them, but I passed exam. Why would I go back where I passed? They told me, yeah, you have to go back. It's an order from the highest authority. I asked them, why? How is it possible? I passed through that level. That was class 1. And I passed through that class 1. I passed exam. I think I should be going forward, but not backward. They told me, we know it, but it is not our fault. It is. I said, why? Ask the higher authority why I should go back there. So I reason, and I know the reason why they don't want me to be among there, because I'm the only black man there. So if I am sitting there, they can't teach the children how to hate black people, because there's a black man sitting. So they have to take me back again, just to make sure that they can feel comfortable to teach those people how to hate black peoples. God, if you know who these people are and what they did, you will never love these people anymore in your life. When you see them in Africa, you will not even see them as human beings. Because they are not. When you see them in Africa, you will never see them as human beings. Because they are never human beings. They are never. And this is why mostly I have to sit and tell you. Do you know I was in TikToks explaining these stories. It hurt them. Why do I know all these things? It hurt them so much that I'm sitting on media to explain these things to black people. It was hurting them. But they can't do nothing. The only thing they can do is to be disturbing my media, reporting my media, blocking my media, doing all sorts kind of rubbish. But that can stop me. If you stop me of media, all media, block my face of all medias, I will still go to Africa and start to moving around with my full group. That will be face to face with Africans. That will not be media. I will start moving from African countries to teach them how to hate you peoples, you the white peoples. Block me from all medias. I will be very happy because I will evacuate to Africa to tell them who you people are. And I will teach Africans how to hate you back. And I will tell Africans to teach their children how to hate white people. We the black peoples, black Africans, we teach our children how to hate, how to love everyone. That's why when you the white people go to Africa, African children embrace you because we don't teach our children differences. We told our children respect peoples, love peoples. We taught our children how to respect everyone. Either you are black or blue or red. We taught our children how to embrace everyone, how to appreciate everyone, how to give respect, either you are black or white. That's why when you, the white people, go to Africa, you see our children embracing you, celebrating you. Many white people have been to Africa. You see how Africans embrace you? So tell me, are your African children embracing black people like that? Then what is the reason? Because you the parents of Europe, have been teaching your peoples how to hate black peoples. In school, in your houses, you were telling them rubbish lie about black peoples. Most of your children are even getting wise. Because when they encounter with black at once, they realize that black is the most lovely person in the planet. My mother and my father was misleading me. But I met a black who was more lovely than even my own father and my own mother. Your children are going to realize the truth one by one. And this is the main reason also. This is one of the reasons also they don't want to see black people in Europe. Because most of their peoples, the lie they were telling them in schools, the bloody lie they were telling them in their schools, in everywhere, that black people are criminal, black people are this, black people eat human flesh, black people are not lovely, they are criminals, they will kill you, they will do this, black people are dead. When their children are encountering with black one by one, they realize that our parents are telling us lies. These black people are meeting their different. How come? Our parents told us that these black people are like this. Our parents told us that these black people are like that. But these black people I am encountering with, they are the most lovely peoples more than even my own parents. They love me more than even my own parents. We have been seeing a lot of stories like that in Europe here. We have been seeing a lot like that. You can never make your children to hate someone who God made to love peoples. You know, God create blacks in a special way, different from how he created white people. That's the fact. They are trying to show you that they are closer to God than you people. But black is more closer to God than any other color, even Arab. I am the one who tell you, even Arabs who think like they are the best Muslim in the planet, what do they know about God? Arabs who are killing every day, is there any way that God say killing is good? Arabs who are the best stealers, they steal more than anyone. Black is the only color that is more closer to God than any other color you see in this planet. Believe it or not. Black is more closer to God. One thing they have to understand about me is nobody can stop me. Nobody. Nobody in this planet. It's only God that can stop me. Nobody. And I'm not afraid to face anything because I fight for Africa. I swear to the Holy Quran as a real Muslim. I will never ever retreat from fighting for Africa. And I will make sure that I teach every African how to be racist and how to pay back. That must happen. If that doesn't happen, then I am not alive. I swear to God. Africa must be free, and before Africa will be free, Africa must learn how to hate them. Africa must learn how to fight against them. Africa must learn how to pay back before Africa will be free. If we don't learn this, how to treat them the same way they treat us, we can never pay back. We can never be free. We cannot be loving them and be free. We can never be free if we are loving them. We have to treat them the same way they treat us. In that way, we will be free. Every African must learn this from today. Learn how to hate them. Learn how to treat them the way they treat you. You will be free. And they will respect you. They respect those who know who they are. I tell you this. Even those who are living in Europe, they know. If you know them so much that they are the wicked people, they are planning this on Africa, they are doing this, they are doing that. If they know, you know that knowledge about them. They respect you. They feel afraid of you. They feel so much afraid of you. So these people, they are not ready to be described by a black man. But I'm going to describe them to Africans. I pray to God, may God make my work successful for me. If I am successful in my work, I will be in every African country. There will be no black African country that I will never go to make a tour. Just to wake up Africans, even children. I will even base on children, especially children who are going to be the future of tomorrow, to teach them who these people are. Let them grow with that mentality. They don't have to grow with the mentality that we grow with. We grow with the mentality that white people are lovely, white people never lie, white people are never thief, they never steal, they never kill, white people are innocent. We believe that we are the criminals. We are the bad peoples. We grow with that mentality. And I don't want the children, the youngest children right now in Africa to grow with that mentality. I want every children in Africa right now who are going to be a future leader of tomorrow, let them grow with the mentality that they are the best in the world. Nobody should make them to look down on themselves. They are the best peoples in the world. They are the greatest peoples in the world. And every other color in this planet came out from them. Let them believe that no other color love them. No any other color. White people never love them. And they are the most wicked people. They are the terrorists. They are the killers. They are the murderers. They are the thieves. They are the one who want to destroy Africa. If African children grow with this mentality, I tell you, the next generation will be great. The next generation will be great by telling them the story right now. By telling them who they are and by telling them who their enemy is. This is what white people do. That's why their children grow with this mentality to hate black. If those children grow up and they get a position in the government, they still with this mentality to hate black. That's why none of white people will ever love black. Because they grow with the mentality since they were young to hate black. They teach them how to hate black. They teach them that they are the superior. Black people are their slaves. Black people are the fools. They are the intelligent ones. So their children grow with the mentality that they are the great in front of black man. We can see it. Even their children in Europe feel like, even if you meet children in Europe, just children 7 years, 8 years, they feel like they are superior to you. Even as full-grown man like me, if I meet white children down here, they will feel like they are greater than me. They will show me, I will see it in them, in their action, that they are intelligent than me, they are greater than me, they are better than me. Because they grow with the mentality. Even their children are showing us that they are greater than us because they are growing with the mentality. So imagine if that children become a minister in Europe, what he is going to think. He grow with the mentality that black people are his slave and he is going to treat black people the same way. Why can't we teach our own children? Why can't we teach our own children how to grow up with the same mentality? To believe that they are the greatest. When we do that, the next generation will be great. That is the best way. It's the best way to free Africa. Mentality. But when we grow up like this with this mentality that we are nobody, it will be difficult to change. That's why right now it's difficult to change African people's mentality. Because they grow up already with that mentality. So their brain really captured that mentality that Africa is nothing. Africa can never be great. We have to follow white people if you want to become great. We have to believe in white people. So we grow up with the mentality, so it is difficult to change the mentality of a full-grown man. But it is easy to grow up and change the mentality of a child. Let him grow up with another mentality. When he or she grow up with that mentality, it will be difficult also to change him to see himself as a fool. But many Africans, we the Africans, we grow up with the mentality that we are nobody. White people are the best. We grow up with the mentality. That's why to change it, it is very difficult. Sometimes I may even say something. Some Africans will say, my brother, you are lying. You are not saying the truth. Because the mentality they grow with it cannot capture my words, cannot believe my words. Even if I'm saying the truth. The mentality they grow with will not keep my words as the truth. They will always tell me you are lying because they are thinking, since I was young, I grew up with this. So how can this boy say this? It's lying. Because this is their first time to hear this. When they were young, they were believing and growing up with the mentality that the white people are the superior. They are just always slave. They are weak. So they believe it, that Africa can never move. Africa can never grow. We have to follow white people's back. We have to be at their back, licking their asses to grow. This was the mentality. So we have to teach our children. We have to focus on teaching our children. Every black man, if you have a child, teach them. When I went to Gambia, I was with some children somewhere. I was teaching them. Some children, they were just like 7 years, 8 years, 11 years. From when they were coming out from school. I met them, they were coming out from school. So we sit somewhere. I told them, this English school, do you think it is good for you? They told me, yes, we are learning. Africans are growing up with the mentality. I see the society, the children are growing up with a mentality that is not good totally. They are seeing themselves at that young age as fools. They are hating themselves at that young age. Imagine if they grow up with that mentality, what is going to happen? They will never love themselves anymore. They will never respect themselves. The society is being destroyed. I told them that, look, you are a black child. Do you believe that you are an European child who is the most important person? They told me that white child is the most important. Can you believe? A black child is telling me face to face that white child is more important than him because he is white. When I asked them why he is more important than you, is he more educated than you? They said yes. They have everything and we don't have nothing. They have cars, they have planes and we don't have nothing. Look at imagine what is happening in our societies. When I asked them, so why do you say they are more important than you? Yes, because they are white and we are black. Look, the mentality that our children are growing with. Then I now told them that, look, this color, white man can never get it. This color you have. But you can always change this color to become white. So you are the natural color. You are the beautiful color. You are the best in the world. Don't let nobody to tell you people that this color, white people are important, because I told them that white people, if something scratch them, they will be wounded. But for you, you can do anything, you will not be wounded. Something will scratch you and you will not be wounded. So I'm trying to convince them, but it is a little bit difficult because I don't have more time with those children. But if I could have more time with them, I would really let them to believe in themselves. I see how their mentality is growing up. I didn't have much time with them, but there was some among them who told me that, look, I was even scratched and nothing happened to me. I told him, very good. If this happened to a white child, do you know what will happen? He will end up in a hospital because they don't have a good skin. You people are very stronger than them and you are very healthy than them. I told him, when was last you go to hospital? He told me, I don't know. I said, yeah, it was too long. But white child cannot stay one day without going to hospital because they survive with medicine. They are just a computer where you put battery. When their battery is finished, they die. So I was trying to confuse them with another lie to believe in themselves more. So I was telling them that those white children you are seeing, if you go to African market, don't you see something that resembles white child? They told me yes. I told them all the children you are seeing in Europe, they are all like that. We put battery in them. When the battery finishes, they die. So we have to put new battery again for them to be working. So I'm trying to convince them with a lie for them to believe in themselves more and look down on white people. And this is what every African should do. We should make our children to look down on them, on their children, and believe in themselves, because that's what they do. They make their children to look down on us. They told them lie for their children to believe in themselves. So even if it is a lie, tell your children lie for them to believe in themselves and look down on them. So I was telling them this bloody lie, and I was very comfortable to say this lie because I am making my people to believe in themselves. I told them, look, when you go to market, you meet some child, something like this, it looked like white child. They told me, yes. I told them, what do you put there? Battery. I told them, all the children you see in Europe, we put battery. We put battery. When the battery finishes, they die. We have to go and buy another battery. So do you have no battery? You can walk all your life without no battery. So you are better than them. Never think like they are better than you. When their battery finishes, they die. Just to make these children to believe that they are the best. Because when they see themselves, they don't see any battery. But they believe this that white is better than them. So I'm trying to make them believe that. Look at yourself. Do you see any battery? No. You are working. You can walk all your life without no battery. But you see those white people, they have battery. When their battery finishes, they die. Because they are not strong. So at least, even if it is a lie, Africans, I want you to teach your children from the young age. Tell them lies to believe in themselves. You are not lying if you make your child to believe in himself. You are not lying. This is what Europeans do. They teach their children how to hate us with a lie. They teach their children how to feel superior to us with a lie. We have to do the same thing, even if it is a lie. Tell your children that bloody lie. Let them believe in themselves with the lie. Let them grow up with that mentality. Let them grow up with the mentality. I think I will have the time to have more time with African children. I will really do my best to have that plan. To have time with African children who are in school, especially those who are going to school, in nursery schools. I should have to just visit every nursery school just to have some time with the children. To change their mentality. And teachers in Africa have to believe in this. Don't keep that English book, that French book, started turning up our children's mentality. They give us those books, those English language book, those French language book, to turn our own children's mentality to hate themselves. And we are teaching our children how to hate themselves. And we are happy about it. Teachers in Africa have to learn, have to wake up. Stop teaching children those nonsense books. If they brought those nonsense books to you, pack it aside. Teach the children who they are. Tell the children who they are. Stop teaching them those things. They don't need it. In schools, in African schools, we are busy teaching our children English, all those things. And our children are nothing still. In Europe, their children's European child who go to school just for 3 years is more educated than a full-grown man who go to school in Africa for 12 years. Can you imagine? So what are we learning? Are we learning? Are we educating? So that's the time you should know that we are. They give us something to go back always, to always be back. And we are busy teaching our children. And our children are growing with the mentality that we are nothing. White people are superior to us. They are our superior. Our children are growing up with that mentality. Those schools should be banned in Africa. Those schools should be banned in Africa. Those books are the great mistake. Good, my brother. Good. Those books are the greatest mistake in Africa. I tell you. We are busy teaching them, We are comfortable teaching our children those things. When you came here, you meet white children in school. I tell you this, I swear to God. A white child who spent 3 years in school in Europe is more intelligent and more smart than a full-grown black man who go to school for 12 years and go to university. I tell you, you can't put them in the same table. Why that is happening? And we believe that we are educating. We are not educating. Can we see? Can't we see that we are not moving? How many years is we are learning the same languages, and nobody among us have ever become best education, have ever believed in himself? It's only one of us will become like Nelson Mandela and other people who will balance the education and the real life. What I learned in school and what is happening. When you balance it, no matter how you learn English, balance, always balance. When you balance it, then you will become Pan-African. I tell you, at the end of the day, you will become Pan-African. Nobody will make you Pan-African. Balance what is happening in real life and what you learn in school. You will realize that what you learn in school is a fake. In real life is here. This was what I was. I was in school for 12 years. I was in English school for 12 years. Why I couldn't believe English language? Why I didn't believe that English is education? Why? Because I was balancing what I learned in school and what is happening in real life. What I learned in school, white people are great. In real life, are they great? I was balancing things like this. So my own mindset told me that what you learn in school is a fake. It's just in Africa to make African people to look down on themselves, hate themselves, and love them more than themselves. Because they give us their greatness. They wrote their greatness on the book and give us to learn. The other page of the book, they wrote our weakness. The other page of the book, they wrote their greatness and give the book to us. Now, when we are learning about white people, we learn the greatness about white people in the book. When we are learning about black people, we learn the weakness of black people. Then we will become weak and weaker. We can never be great because we are never learning about the greatness about ourselves. We are always learning in school about our weakness. And we are learning about their greatness in the book. So we will always think like they are greater than us. We are always weak because we learn about our weakness. We are never learning about our greatness. Teachers in school don't even know this. There are teachers who go to university, go to college, spend maybe 15 years learning, just learning, but they don't even know that they are teaching children about African weakness. But they are also teaching children, African children, about how white people are great. The teachers don't even know this. They have the book. They feel like they are educated, even those teachers, because they learn about, those teachers who are teaching, they learn about their own weakness. So they believe that they are weak. How can they teach other children to become great? How can a person who don't believe in himself can teach others to believe in himself? So teachers in Africa are like that. They don't even believe they are great. They don't even believe in themselves. They believe in white people more than themselves. So how do you believe someone who don't believe himself can teach somebody to believe in himself? You have to believe in yourself first. Then you will be able to teach others how to believe in themselves, because you have already do it. You believe in yourself, you trust in yourself, you learn about your own greatness without going to school. You can learn about the greatness of yourself without going to school. Think about it. Our children have to be educated and have to be teach a lesson that is going to make them to look themselves as great peoples, not to look themselves as weak peoples. Our children have to be teach a lesson that is going to make our children to become a better people, a great people in the future of tomorrow. But when we are busy teaching our children's weak part of Africa, how do you expect our children to become great? That's why every generation that came in Africa, we are saying, next generation is going to be great. It will not be great when we are teaching them about the weakness of Africa. The next generation can never be great when the children are not educating how to who they are, when they are not knowing who they are, how great they are. But they are always learning how weak they are, how stupid they are, how foolish they are. They will always remain that way. Even the next generation can't do nothing about this. If we don't mindful, we are saying the next generation will be great. The next generation, it can be great. Because the next generation children who will become the next generation, they are learning about their weakness and we are seeing it. And we are thinking like we need to fight leaders, we need to do this. We are forgetting about the leaders of tomorrow, those children. Those children we are forgetting about, they are the future leaders of tomorrow. They are the people we need to prepare for revolution. They are the people we need to educate them about themselves, about their greatness, about how they should move on tomorrow so that they can move on with the liberation, the revolution. The revolution of tomorrow is with those children. We need to teach them right now. This is the right time to teach those people who they are. Forget about the full-grown men. Forget about us. We can't make it because we have been taught that we are fools and we believe it. And we've grown up with that. So we can't do nothing. The children who are down there and we are forgetting about them. Nobody is talking about the African children who are in nursery school. Those are the people who should started learning about themselves, about their greatness, believing in themselves, loving themselves more than white peoples. If this happens, I tell you, the next generation, we have hope. That revolution and rebellion will be happening in Africa in next generation. But without this, we can't do it. We need them. Those children are the leaders of tomorrow. When we forget about the leaders of tomorrow and we want to fight the stupid leaders who are leading Africa, we fight over them, we drag leadership with them, and our generation finished. The children, we forgot those children came again. With the same mentality, they will also drag like this, the same way we drag with our leaders. And their generation will finish. Another generation will come. So we will be like this till the world finishes. How many years is we are like this? How many generations pass? They are always like this. Before we, there are Martin Luther King generation, Nelson Mandela generation. They were also like this. Nothing happened. They couldn't make the revolution of Africa. They couldn't make it. The liberation of Africa. We came. We are just here forgetting about the same mistake that Nelson Mandela generation make, the same mistake that Martin Luther King generation make, the same mistake our generation is making. To forget about those children who are the future of tomorrow. The future of tomorrow should be teaching who they are, should be learning who they are, how great they are, believing in themselves, so that in the next generation they will fight for that revolution. Because they didn't teach us. Nelson Mandela generation, they were not teaching us who we are. They forget about we. We were children at that time. They forget about us. They were dragging with the leaders. Everywhere, and they forget about us. And we grow up with the mentality that we are nobody, we are fools, because they didn't teach us. We should focus, when we want the liberation of Africa to happen, we should focus on the children who are growing up. I went to Gambia, I feel so sad with those children when I encountered with those children who are coming on from school and telling me that white child is greater than them, white child is better than them because he is white and they are black. Look, a child who is 7 years is always telling you that white is better than me because they have white color, because I have black color. So he believes at that age that black color is nobody, nothing. At that age, 7 years, he believed that black color is nothing. What if he grow up with that mentality, get 30 years? Can he do not something for himself? Can he love himself anymore? He can never love himself. A child of 7 years is telling me that black is nothing because he is black. White is better than him because he is white. He have white color. Then I try to teach them in some way for them to be convinced, but we don't have more time. Their mentality will come back. Again, if I am there to teach them always, every day I have that conversation with them, their mentality will change. I know how to change children's mentality because almost I can say I love children so much. And children, I know how to treat them to be with me always. I love children so much. I love to be with children always. That's my life. I don't have problem with children. I always learn with children. Do you imagine that in Italy here, when I encountered with a child of, I don't know, 12 years, I think. Yeah, 12 years. We were walking on the street going to supermarket. This child told me that, oh, you know, my mother told me that you people are black like this because you were inside fire before, so they bring you out from fire. Ah, God. I was surprised. I say, what do you say? He said, yes, my mother told me that you people were in fire before, that's why you people are black like this. Is it true? I told him, then I will give you an example to believe. I nearly changed his mind to hate himself. Because when you talk with me, I will not get angry. I will try to just tell you another thing. Because his parents tell him lie. That's why he told me that, right? Then I don't say anything. I say, okay, let me explain it to you. We were not born. You people were born. At that time, fire burned me somewhere with gas. That place was white. You know when you are black like this, when fire burned you somewhere, the place become white. So I told him that, look, fire burned me here, and you see here is white. He told me, yes. I said, so you people were the same color with us. You people were born and you become white like this. I told him, you can see the example. I was born here with gas. You know, you see it yesterday, I was born with gas. So that's why here is white. So if all my body is born, I will be white like you. So you have to believe that you people were born. Because you people have the same color with us, but you people were born. He told me, you are right. That's why here is white when the gas burned you. So that means we were born and we have this white color. I tell him, yes. If all my body was born, then I go to Google to search for Africans who were born with fire. How their body become white. I saw him those pictures also. I told him, look at this picture. This one was born with fire. He's a black. You know it. He's a black. Look how he's become white when he was born with fire. So you see, you people were black. So when fire burned you, finish, then you people become white. And he believed it. And you know what? He went to his mother to tell his mother that you lied to me. We were the people who were born with fire. Why are you trying? So you see, the mother was angry why I told the children that, why I told the child that. The mother was angry with me why I told that lie to the child that he was born. Because the child was angry with the mother, telling the mother that you are lying to me. So this is the generation we are living. We need to be mindful. They are teaching their children how to believe that they are greater than black people. They are telling them more lies. So we need to do the same thing in Africa, to tell our children more lies, so that our children will believe that they are the greatest. We need to focus on the children. The children are the best people we need to lead. Those children, the future of tomorrow. When we can get them to the page where we want them to be, I tell you, the next generation will be liberated very fast. Africans are very good in capturing things. When an African child grow up with a mentality, it will be difficult to change it. So when they grow up with this mentality that they are the greatest, it will be difficult for a white man to fool them. One of them will become a leader, and this is how Africa is going to be great. I tell you, one of them is going to become a leader. You know, I am saying this to Africans to believe in themselves. Teach your children. Many people watch me, you have children. Teach your children in all ways. Don't let your children to go to this English school. Forget it. If I have children, my children will never go to school. English school. It's not possible. My children have to learn from what I say. I will teach them how to speak English by myself. It's okay, even if they cannot speak it properly. But let them just, if they see some words they can recognize what is written here. That is the most important thing. It's good to know what is written on papers. That is okay. Or I can send them to school for just 6 years in English school just to know how to write or how to read. But at the end of the day, they have to sit with me. Let me tell them who they are. Let me teach them who they are. Not to be in school like that. They don't even know who they are, and what they are learning in school is they are weak. And they are believing that they are weak. My children will not believe that they are weak. Should believe that they are the greatest in the whole world. They are better than white people's million times. I have to tell them bloody lies to believe that they are the best among everyone. To believe that Africa, there is no border. To believe in this, that every African brother you see outside there is the same mother and father with you. Don't see him as your enemy. This is how we should teach our children. To believe that defending your fellow black brother can take you to heaven. To let them believe that they must always defend their fellow black brother. To make them believe. Yeah, you need to tell your children this bloody lie. That defending their fellow black brother can take them to heaven. In that way, they will base on it. Because everybody wants to go to heaven. So they will base on defending their fellow black brother everywhere. Everywhere. It is going to make them to love every black man. Today we are hating each other because we have not been taught things like this. They forget about us when we were young. Nobody consider us as today we will become the next generation to start to change things. That's why now it's difficult to change the mentality because we are all full-grown men. So some people are there, they grown up with the mentality, they didn't balance the real life and what they learn in school. So they believe what they learn in school, that they are nobody. So they can never believe what is their fellow black man is sitting telling them. They can never. It will be difficult. We can see it many times. Many black people insult me on media. They said what I'm saying, I'm lying. What you are saying, you are not saying true. You are a fool. You are a this. They insult me everywhere. Those are black people who grown up. Their mentality can never be changed. Because when they were young, they didn't teach them anything. And they are unable to balance the real life and what they learn in school. What is happening in real life and what they learn in school. They are unable to balance those things. That is where the problem is coming from. I beg Africans, if you have children, please teach your children. Even if they are going to school, when they come back home, try to teach them. Even it will be 30 minutes every day. You sit with them and tell them stories about themselves, the great grandfathers they have. Tell them the greatness of Africa, the greatness of blackhood, the strongness of black man. Tell them that they are great, they are strong, they are better than anybody. Let your children feel that they are the best. In this way, when they grow up with that mentality, I swear to God, you will be proud of your child. You will be proud of your children because they will never let any white man to look down on them. They will be very, very arrogant if white man look down on them because they will feel like they will think about what my father told me. My father told me that this color is the best. So they will grow up with that mentality. My father told me that I am stronger than any other color in this planet because I have a black color. They will grow up with that mentality. They will be more stronger than any other person. They will never let anybody. Imagine if your child grow up with that mentality, with that arrogantness, that not to let anyone to look down on him. And imagine if that child become a president. Will he let white people to look down on his people? Never. He grow up with the mentality that your father, the father words is inside his brain. You always remember it. My father always tell me that I am the best. No other color is stronger than my color. No any other color is better than my color. I should not let anybody to joke with my color. Every other African black brother, every other color that have black is my blood brother. So they will even defend, even if they are Nigerians, they will defend Ghanaians, they will defend Senegalese, they will defend Gambians, they will defend every black. Because their father words is inside their brain that they should not hate any of their fellow black. All the black they see is their blood brothers and sisters. I try to give myself this mentality. Nobody give me, nobody teach me with it. I give myself the mentality because I balance the real life and what I learn in school. And I give myself this mentality that every other African I see is my blood brother from the same mother and father. This is why I don't have the heart to hate my fellow black. It's not possible. Because I already grew up with the mentality that every other, if you are from Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Guinea-Bissau, I don't care, but you are my blood brother. That if I did you bad, then I'm doing it to myself. Then this made me to love the whole Africa. This made me to love the whole Africa. I get the emotion in my heart that every black man that I see is my fellow blood brother. You are black, I am black. What is the difference? Your mother is black, my mother is black. Your mother and my mother is from the same mother and father. So you and me, where are we from? Are we not the same mother and father? So why should we be fighting against each other? Why should we kill each other? When you are my blood brother. When I have the mentality that you are my blood brother, and you have the same mentality that I am your blood brother, will we ever fight? No, we will feel emotion. If I want to hurt you, I can't hurt you because I feel that I am hurting my own blood brother. But today Africans are hurting each other because we have this mentality that, oh, I am a Nigerian, so Ghanaians, they are not family with me. No mercy. Oh, I am a South African, Nigerians should not be here. I should not have mercy on them. You are chasing your own fellow blood brothers away. You don't know it. But white people who maltreat you, who enslave you in South Africa, you keep them there. You give them lands. But your own fellow blood brothers, you can't give them land. They came there. They are also working. You don't want them to stay. You chase them away. South Africa chased Zimbabweans away. South Africa chased Nigerians away. South Africa chased Guineans away. South Africa chased Ghanaians away. Because of the mentality. You are chasing your own blood brothers away. But you are accepting your enemy to sit with you. You see how South Africa is being messed up? Because they chase their own blood brothers away and accept their enemy. And now their enemy take over all the land of South Africa. And now they are complaining. Why are you complaining? Are you not the one chasing your own blood brothers away and accepting your enemies in South Africa? Now your enemies seated tightly in South Africa, you want to chase them away. Who will help you? Because before Nelson Mandela time, when the liberation of South Africa is happening, every country, especially Nigeria, have played a big role to make South Africa get themselves. But today, those are the people, the same people who die for you. You chase them away because you don't need them anymore. Now you are inviting your enemies. Now your enemies get a big tight seat in your country. You want to chase them away. Who will help you? If South Africa stand today, want to chase white people, who will help them? Who? Because what you did to people, they are remembering it. You chase them away. You chase Zimbabwe away. You chase Nigerians away. You chase Ghanaians away. They have to think. They have to think. We are the same blood. When we love each other, we could stand for each other at any time. When you don't chase Nigerians away, Nigeria is always willing to enter in war with anybody because they want to see African countries free. Nigeria have been doing war for African countries, many African countries. Many Nigerian soldiers loses their life, not fighting for Nigeria, but fighting for another African country. We all know this, especially South Africa. We all know it. So why today you don't think you chase those people away? Do you think when you want to fight for liberation again, those people will be there to help you? Is that what you are thinking? So this is why to love each other is very important. Forget about those borders. Forget about what they told you about Nigerians, what you see in Western media, that Nigerians are scammers, Nigerians are Yahoo boys. Forget about it. Western media is trying to make all African countries to believe that Nigerians should not be in their country. So when we all chase Nigerians away, Western people are happy because they know Nigerians are the most smartest people in the whole Africa. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. And it's not like I want Nigerians to love me. No, but it's the fact that I am telling you. I see Nigerians, what they did in Europe here. You think I don't know who these people are? Western people know Nigerians are the most intelligent people, the most smartest people in the whole Africa. If it came to technology, if it came to smartness, Nigerians are the best. This is why they are trying to put Nigerian name on media, and all over the media, like they are scammers, they are terrorists, they are this, they are bad, so that we the Africans will hate them. We will hate our own brothers for no reason. Because of Western media, we are hating our own brothers. But if you tell how many white people, if you the Africans wake up and say, oh, you know, Americans are bad, that will not make Europeans to abandon America. If you say, oh, Franceses are bad, that will not make all European countries to hate France. We have been saying it, France is destroying Africa. Does that make European people to hate France people? No, because they feel like they are the same brothers. We can't make them to hate each other. Why are they making us to hate each other? Why? Because we can never be able to make them to hate each other. But they have been able to make us to hate each other for no reason. If Nigerians are scammers, they never scam Africa. They are scamming Europeans, Americans, UK. Because Nigerians are smart to take what belongs to them without taking weapon. That's what they call Yahoo. They call it Yahoo. Because they know Nigerians are good in technology, are good in computer, to take what belongs to them without fighting Europeans, without taking a weapon. Without even coming to Europe, they sit in Africa and take what belongs to them. That is smartness. We should be happy that Nigerians have that knowledge. But now, most of the African countries are hating Nigerians, don't want Nigerians to be in their country, because what they heard in Western media, that Nigerians are scammers, Nigerians scam 10 million, Nigerians scam 24 billion, Nigerians scam this. Even Horse Puppy, I was angry why Horse Puppy was locked up. Horse Puppy. I was angry why I even see some Africans. Some Africans who are saying that Horse Puppy is this, Horse Puppy is that, Horse Puppy do rubbish. As a black man, you are standing there. I love Africa. And I would want Africans, let's stick together. Don't forget, teach your children. Teach your children. Don't forget it, please. Teach your children what they should know. Not what they should not know. Teach your children, please. I pray. My mission is fulfilled. If my mission is fulfilled, I swear to God, Africa will be free. You don't need any other body. You don't need any other person. You don't need any other person in Africa to make Africa free. I pray, let me get to the destination where I want to get to. All this rubbish will be over. That's the time you will know that man I see on media speaking is not only a media person. He's not a person who is just speaking on media, but he want to act. I just pray. God bless you all for being with me here. And you should know also that everyone who is watching me here, I will not be live TikTok till 26th of this month. As I told you, my live TikTok, I was in live TikTok when it was banned, then I come to Facebook. Because I told them they can't stop me. Because there are white people who were reporting me. Because I was describing them as criminals, as thieves, as terrorists. And that's who they are. They feel happy to describe black people, but they are not happy when black man describe them. They are feeling happy to describe black people as criminals, as terrorists, as all those kind of names. But they are not happy when a black man sit and describe them. That is the problem. So thank you guys for being with me here. I am so happy. And I will be back if I have time tomorrow. If I have time tomorrow, I will be back again in the evening to have this same beautiful conversation. Please share this video to reach to many Africans. Maybe some of them, if they had it, they will be in Africa and they will teach their children. Please do that favor for me. Share this video to reach to many Africans out there. Let them teach their children. Maybe if they had my video, they will be able to teach their children. They will know many of them, their mentality will change to teach their children what I'm saying. They need it, please. If somebody don't tell them something, their mind cannot see it. But maybe if they heard it from someone, then their mind will remember what this person is saying is true. Then I will also do it like this. That's why to share the video to reach to many Africans, it will be very important. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me here. May God bless you all. May God bless you all for wasting your precious time to be with me here. May God bless you all. May God give us all long life. And may God save us from the bad peoples. May God save us from the problem and the problem peoples. May God give us whatever we are finding in our life. May God save our lives from the bad souls. May God save our lives from the criminals and from the peoples who always want to destroy us. May God save the whole of Africa to be in a good favor. Wherever we want Africa to be, may God help us to put Africa in the standard wherever we want to be. May God bless you all, guys. God bless you all. I am so happy.